My name is Greta and I use an eye gaze communicator. I live in Edinburgh. I paint with my art. It's important to me. And I talk with my eyes. I live in the ramp house. I help my mum and dad design it. It's important to me that we all move around it the same way.
So we live in the ramp house. We designed the ramp house as a family. The concept is that you move through different levels using a ramp. Greta's a wheelchair user, so that means that it's a very inclusive space that everyone uses in the same way. We worked a lot with models so that you could imagine the spaces that you'd be, and we found the models work really well. It's probably the first real collaboration that you did. So Greta, you use your eye gaze to communicate with, and it can see as a special part here which can see where you're looking, and that means that your eyes become like the cursor. Like one of the main softwares is your communication software, and what we would usually do is that, because obviously Greta you think in full sentence.
We spent the day at Ellie's Sensory Symposium. Lots of very interesting people spoke about making inclusive theatre. The symposium was introduced by Corrie, who uses a communicator to speak to. Our lovely friend Eva came all the way from Sweden. We will see her in Sweden in the summer. I did my presentation about my art. I was a bit nervous, but it went really well.
So that was Greta using the story page. But one page that's really useful is the That's It page, which has That's It. It allows Greta, if she is editing a film, if she is making a decision about screenwriting, then we can look at lots of different possibilities. So over time we've come up with a way of scaffolding your communication and your creative thinking, so that we enable you to express lots of thoughts and to make decisions about what you want to do creatively. It's still something we're working on, and having done the film summer school, we can see lots of potential, but we're at the beginning of how you can independently make films. But it's great because we're at the beginning and we can see the potential of exactly how you will do that. And in the meantime, we really enjoy working as a team, and at every opportunity you take control of the decisions and the command. Yeah, you've got your key.
So this exhibition is linked to a multisensory performance that will happen for the same audiences afterwards. So in one way, it's a preparation for the audience to have a nice time and to have an experience of the themes and some of the textures of the show, but also it's a standalone piece of work.
And we've been working particularly with a young artist called Greta McMillan in Scotland, and she uses eye gaze technology to paint with. And she did a painting of Staffin Beach in Scotland. And so this exhibition is a three-dimensional walkthrough of her painting.
Yeah, eye gaze technology is an iPad that is in front of her, so to communicate, she looks to press a button to speak and to communicate.
I understand everything, but sometimes need time to answer.
And with her painting, she picks the colours and she paints the lines of the painting, all using her eyes. So what was really interesting about this concept was that she had a series of sensory experiences exploring the Isle of Skye, and from that, her interpretation was this painting. And then from her interpretation of that, we've taken the painting to recreate some sensory experiences so that our audience and visitors will feel like they're walking around the Isle of Skye.
And in a very abstract, non-literal manner, we hope that it feels like from the beginning of dawn in the beach until evening, walking across Staffin Beach.
Here are my thoughts on Cinelips. Right about. Important, I know. Touch. It is quiet. Me and my two artists, Ellie and Laura, on the speakers, playing music written and inspired by my staff and bitch painting. That reminds me of a fan. Crashing waves room. Motion. Sound in and out. That reminds me of sound symphony. Tone. Speaker. Washing machine sounds. I was part of the drama workshop of the Cinelips Symposium in Sweden. Favourite. I am happy. Funny. Thing was heavy. Hurt me. Mean. She is different like me. Little. Same. I gave an eye-gazed presentation at the Cinelips Symposium. I was nervous, and when people clapped at the end. Phew, I am proud of my art. My S1 art homework was to draw insects. I studied films of them and how they move. I tell Mum what to do in Photoshop with my eye-gaze communicator. My dad listens to my directions and makes the wee beasties. New beastie.
New beastie, yeah.
Jenny Bottom.
Jenny Bottom, yes. Jenny Bottom, yeah. Next bit.
Jenny Top.
Jenny Top, yeah. Okay, got that. That's a nice one. They're all nice ones actually. Next, New Beastie.
New beastie.
New Beastie. Greta, this is quite a bizarre collection. What are you looking at that?
Moth Bottom.
Moth Bottom, let's do that. Yeah, start with that.
I make them all different.
And we've not got many left. We've got
Moth Bottom.
a moth bottom. Yeah, I've started with the moth bottom, yeah.
I made a mistake.
Yeah.
This is Alan the laser cutter, who cuts my wee beasties. The perspex are the best and bright. I love selling my work. I have had 5 exhibitions of my artwork. I'm an artist. I paint with my eyes. It's important to me. Let me tell you more about my art. This is a vinyl we made of my painting and stuck on the wall. It's my favourite, and I think it's quiet and loud.
So Greta, you've been using Jackson Pollock as one of your painting tools, and you've also used digital painter.
Jason printed tea. Shirts and bags for people to buy. Jason printed tea. Shirts and bags for people. It was my art exhibition opening at the weekend. A team of graphic designers and printers called their branding worked really hard to get it ready. Lots of people came.
And it all started when Keston bought a pack of your cards. I thought they were very abstract and I liked what you were doing. He introduced you to Bear Branding and you started collaborating together. And what they taught us was how to print a bigger scale, how to do vectorizing. So vectorizing, Greta, allowed you to do a lot more with your artwork. It allowed canvases to be printed, allowed you to do laser cutting like the wee beasties, do wall vinyls, and it also allowed you to scale up and do really large works that are 15 metres long and 3 metres high. So that was really a big technical breakthrough.
This is my biggest. It's in the train station, and I love it. We visited the Craft camp in Sweden.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, got you,
Jessica said it's the McMillans, and got me doing metalwork straight away.
Brilliant.
We put the metal rod in a very hot fire. After that, we put the hot metal into cold water.
It's like ballet. Welding ballet.
Then we put the hot metal in a clamp and bent it round by walking in circles.
Oh.
And we put dents into it with a big clamp.
I would say there's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was really proud of my metal work and will go back next year. I loved working with Jessica. She made me feel I could do it really well. Really well. I gave Jessica my wee beastie's artwork and she was amazed. We stayed in an artist's studio on the coast. I painted the rocks and sea on my gaze. Tree. We stayed with my friend Eva in her summer house. She had a lovely dog called Villain. I painted her apple tree. of Drake Music, Scotland. Every Friday, I am part of Junior Digital Orchestra. I am a musician.
Digital orchestra is an orchestra of musicians, but all of the instruments that we use are electronic. We use assistive technology, iPads, sound beams, and synthesizers. So what this means is all of the sounds that we can make, we can adapt and adjust and change digitally, which gives us a whole other level of playing.
Music. Do. Play. Can I join in?
Yeah, and you do join in and play when you go to Drake Music, and you can also see you write music. So on a Friday, Greta spends the afternoon at Drake Music Scotland, where you have a one-to-one session with Ali, where you improvise and write music. And then in the second session, you're part of the Junior Digital Orchestra. Lucky
Do
enough.
not play as listening. Can I join and play right?
Yeah, you can play and you can write and you join in. That's right, with different people in the Junior Digital. And you have software that was specially written for your eye gaze that allows you to connect to the iPad and to play in the app Thumb Jam to play any musical instrument you choose to. So.
Lights. Camera. Action. This summer I have been learning to make films. We did it all on Zoom, which I love. First we had to catch the big fish. We watched and analysed lots of films. We learned how to structure a short film. We spent 2 days on Sky filming. I really enjoyed acting. We spent 2 days editing. I liked choosing camera angles. We had a great virtual premiere. Everyone came to see our films. loved being at Film Academy and making new friends. Not exactly what I was expecting. We need a different angle. Very creative. Great performance. Perfect. It's in the can. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Is it good to go? Are we good to go? Lights, camera, action.
Mum set up my tech so that I could voice activate my GoPro with my communicator.
That's right. We had the GoPro camera, and that's Bluetooth to your eye gaze, so you can just say this is a shot I'm after, and we've actually used that quite a lot. That worked really, really well in the production phase when we were doing the filming. Yeah, there was other parts where I had to do the filming, and then we were able to Bluetooth the image that I was taking from the camera back to an iPad beside you, and you could say yes or no, basically. Yeah, so that was really cool. Tech really works well with that. They also doing the pre-production, which is the screenwriting, the script.
See, yes, no.
Yes, was that. Worked really, really well. Yeah.
We wrote our own script, and I recorded it with my GoPro camera.
Yes, we
I
did.
had some lines to say.
Yeah, I know the GoPro camera. Yeah, that was fabulous. That worked. Do you want to talk about Film Academy? Yes. Yeah, you got to do all the editing. Yeah, because we had iMovie, and that worked really, really well. And we've got all the commands for the it's just an iPad, it's super simple, and we put all the commands into the eye gaze, so Greta was able to edit through ourselves and call all the shots, basically. Yeah.
A wide shot. Medium shot. We need an establishing shot. Point of view. Editor's commands.
Review all the rushes, the film footage, and call all the shots. Yeah, and all the Zoom we thought worked really well with the other kids in the class and the tutors as well. And then we just had three screens in the go to review everything, and for them to, through the film school, get things working. So yeah, worked really well overall. We enjoy the film summer school, Greta.
Yes.
Excellent. What more can we say?